The following is a podcast meant for adults and discuss things like sexual content and alcohol use. Listener discretion is advised.
What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? It is your boy JB, as always, hosted with my co-hostess with the mostest, Miss Kristal D. Shan. Welcome to episode 17 of the Drunk Texting Podcast, the podcast where we have some drinks, talk some shit, and, just help you get through your Thirsty Thursday as long as we can. I just introduced her, but I feel like she would like to introduce herself because she's going to give you guys an adjective that is going to go along with who she is. Please tell the people the adjective that goes along with my co-hostess with the mostest.
The adjective of the day is knowledgeable.
Knowledgeable.
That you can't even deny. I am knowledgeable.
I'm not. I wouldn't argue knowledgeable just because even on this podcast there have been some things that like you've told me that I didn't know. So I can't necessarily argue that.
I know a lot of random facts.
That's fair. That's fair. That is absolutely fair.
Call back to agreeable.
No, because agreeable would mean that you are the
agree
one
that I am
agreeing. No.
Yes.
Agreeable means that you're the agreeable one.
And I agree that you agree that I'm not.
No, that's
agreeable.
That's not how that works.
It is.
That's not how that works.
How words
See,
work.
I just don't know peace. And again, she's only doing this because in the studio audience is my wife. She's only acting.
I didn't even look at her.
No, you don't have to look at her. You don't have to look at her. Just the energy is there. Just the energy. She is giving you the exact amount of BS that she gives me on a daily basis.
We have not done a single.
Not even 5 minutes in, and they're both catching strays. They're both catching strays. This is preemptive for what I know y'all are going to do in this episode. It's preemptive because I just feel it.
Unfeel it, because nothing happened.
We didn't even do anything.
I don't believe that.
Nothing's happened.
I don't believe that. We're going to get into what we are drinking, ladies and gents. Today, I am drinking a limited release cocktail. I'm not going to give the name because they didn't pay us for this. I was lazy and didn't put it in a cup.
Same. Damn.
Oh, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. That's not a straw. That's right.
I tried to.
You can put it in a cup.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, there's a cup right
Put
there.
it in.
Yeah, I don't want to put it in a cup.
Shame.
I don't want to put it in a cup. I mean, put yours in a cup.
I can't put mine in a cup.
What are you drinking? What is that?
What is this? Something cute. A cocktail? I don't know. It ain't a cocktail. It's something.
Hard
It's a
seltzer.
lemonade seltzer.
It's a hard seltzer.
It's a hard seltzer. That's exactly what it is. It's unbranded.
And I have
hard seltzer.
And I have a shot of vodka right here for later in the episode. But again, I say that is for later in the episode. We'll get into that when we get into that.
Yeah.
Before we get into today's episode, I just want to ask, how was your week? We never talked about, how was your week?
It was hellacious.
Hellacious?
It was very hellacious, but it'll all be over soon.
Okay, well, that's what I like to hear, the positivity of, it was hellacious, but it's going to get better.
The end is nigh.
All right.
The end is nigh, and I'm worried but ready.
All right. Well, that's why I'm glad that we're here. We're building something. We got this foundation that we have started with this podcast. One day we're going to build to the point to where we'll both be able to just not have to worry about nothing because we got the podcast ready.
Right.
We got the podcast working. This will be our main source of income right here.
We'll be chilling.
Hundreds of thousands of dollars every year.
I wish.
I know when it's going to happen. I'm calling it.
Put it into the universe.
I'm calling it. We're going to get over 1 million subscribers on YouTube. We're going to have over 1 million listeners on Spotify. 100,000 listeners at least on Amazon. I'm really not too worried about being on their platform. Amazon, don't get me wrong, it helps the market because it gives more people avenues to release their stuff. But it's an oversaturation at the end of the day does more harm than good. Just looking at this, just look at the like copious amounts of streaming services we have
Yeah.
now. Like it's doing more harm than good for the people.
And they're combining.
Like, exactly. So it's
They're
just like,
combining into one service.
and that's and the problem with that is literally the fact that at one point that's all that like we just had Netflix and then like Hulu. And we were fine because both shows ended up going to Netflix or Hulu.
Right.
Then all of these other companies were like, well, why don't we pay them to put our shows on there? We can just do our own streaming service. And now here we are, like what, 4 or 5 years later, now they're all starting to combine back into one because it's like they realize they're losing too much money
Right.
trying to run these shows and run these movies on these singular streaming platforms.
I mean, they're still gonna have to get the individual platform. You're
Oh,
just paying
of course.
the one price for these 3 streaming services.
Right.
Might as well go back to cable.
Facts. And I feel like my biggest reason for not wanting to go back to cable is just because I can't watch what I want to watch. Like, cool, I have access to just about as many channels streaming than I do on cable, or vice versa, just as many on cable as I do with streaming. But it's like I can't pick and choose. Like if I want to sit down and watch Craig of the Creek,
Right. You can't do that on TV.
right? I can't. No, they don't have it on
They
demand.
gonna play it out. So.
I don't even know
You
if they
don't
still
see.
play Craig of the Creek. Do they still play? 'Cause
Mhm.
I had heard that they got canceled.
They get against. They still gonna play the episodes.
Hmm.
Because folks be watching.
You know what? That's fair. That's fair.
Oh,
I think they got a movie coming out too.
Couldn't tell you. I didn't watch Craig and Craig. I don't know.
It's because I follow the Cartoon Network Instagram page.
Mm.
They are one of the few pages that if you watch them closely enough,
Mm.
you'll realize just how unhinged whoever runs that page is.
Of Cartoon Network?
Yes,
That's hilarious.
their Cartoon Network page. It is so funny because they'll share like fan art.
Mm.
They'll talk about like stuff that's coming up, and people will comment, and their responses to some of the comments are so funny. Like I will sit there and be like, "Dang, this is what I'm trying to do one day." I'm
Those are
trying
the
to do-
best. Those are the best like company pages, the one that respond and they don't give you that basic
Right.
professional response. Like,
Right.
oh, I don't like this show, then don't watch. Those are the best companies.
Like
They have the best social media pages.
similar to like Scrub Daddy, Duolingo.
Definitely Duolingo. Duolingo has hit that on the head and ran with it.
Duolingo is so unhinged. And I remember the collaboration that they did. Duolingo and Scrub Daddy did a collaboration. It was so unhinged. And I can't say in the best way possible because I literally remember watching it and sitting there going, what the fuck am I watching? Like that was how I felt when I watched it. Was like, what the fuck
I mean,
is
you got Unhinged, Duolingo, and Scrub Daddy, which is already a questionable name in itself.
Oh,
Put them
man.
together and you have chaos.
It was chaos. It
I
was
will,
definitely. I'm pretty sure, and I'll have to go back and double check, but I'm pretty sure Duolingo is a deadbeat parent. I'm pretty sure they're a deadbeat parent
Duo!
because of the whole thing with Duolingo and Scrub Daddy. Though the whole, if I find it on TikTok, I'll
Please.
show it. I'll show it to you. I gotta find it.
As much as Duolingo be threatening folks, the police is gonna find you, you deadbeat.
That's funny. That's funny. Well, yeah.
Let's
Good week. Well,
How was your week?
my week was stressful, irritating, but I made it through. I got back into streaming. I was able to stream a couple times this week. Twitch. I'm on Twitch. It's in the description. That's all I'm gonna say about it.
Check out the streams, y'all. You can watch the streams.
I'm gonna get into it a little bit later. Maybe this episode. But there's somebody that be a part of my streams. He knows exactly who he is. And he's gonna get a permanent ban, not only from the studio audience, but from my stream because of how he be acting. But I will leave it alone for now. I'm at peace. I'm happy. I'm satisfied with how things have been going. I'm slowly building. I'm building. This is like the third platform that I've been streaming on. I'm trying to build this platform. So we're gonna make it. We're gonna do good. But yeah, this my week was all right. It could have been better in a lot of places, but as a whole, I would say it's like a 68. If I had to give it a grade, like a 68, 67.
I'm about to say 68 is failing.
It is 100%. It was failing, but
It's
it wasn't
an
failing
F,
by
but it's
like,
a high F.
exactly. Like, it was failing by like not very much. Like
It's still
maybe if
fail.
I want to say like maybe if I had gotten breakfast like one more day,
Oh, yeah,
it would have
that
been a
would've put you at
passing.
70.
It would have put me at least like a 70.
Is that a D? That's a D.
That's a D.
A 70 is a D.
No, a 70 is a C.
70 is a D.
70.
It's a D.
What classes were y'all taking
C.
with 70 with a D? 70 with a C.
I realized this, we had dumb grading scales. So 100 to 90, A. 89, 80, B. 79
Yeah.
to 75, C. 74 to 70, D.
What?
Anything below 70, F.
What the heck?
What? I have never.
Yeah. Yeah, so if you got that 74, yo, I got a D.
That's crazy. I have never had
That's
that.
so stupid.
That is incredibly stupid. That is egregious.
I mean, it made, like, hey, at one point, it shows a difference. Like, you
So
just
what
said,
if
like,
you got a half point? Does that put you in a D or F?
a half point of what? Like, what's your half point?
So like 74.5.
Like, if you're
You
writing
still
one of
got
those
C.
short answered questions and you got half of the rank.
So you end up like a 74.5, something like
Yeah.
that? It's a C.
Could they
Because
round
it's
up?
74. That's a fucking 74. You got a C. It don't hit, no, it's a D because it's 74. You don't hit a C until it's 75.
That's stupid.
That's dumb.
Ain't no rounding up. They should have gave your stupid ass 75. Now you got a C.
That's
So I
dumb.
got a 71. You got a D, dummy. Like,
Nah.
but then when you go to college, that's when it turns normal.
It was normal for me
It was
the
normal.
whole time.
Literally.
Nah.
I remember, and the only reason I know for a fact that it was normal for me the whole time, because when I was in the 7th grade, I had a 72 on my first semester, like, progress report. Not the report card, just the progress report.
Right.
And this was back when they would give you the number grade and then put what letter grade it was by it. Hated that shit.
We never did
So
that.
literally, I had like A's and high B's for everything but math, and that math score was like a 72, and I was irritated. I was
They put y'all your letter grade beside it too?
yes,
Yeah.
because it was like 72 C, and I was like, fuck this funky ass
I
school.
remember we got like a number, and then you got like the I don't know what the other thing's called. Like the S's and A's. S's, N's,
wow.
A's. That's what the fuck you getting.
We didn't have that.
You got satisfactory,
after
not
elementary school, I
satisfactory.
didn't get that.
Yeah, after
Oh, you getting
that's
fucking
it.
both. You getting fucking both.
That's crazy.
You getting both. You get your number grade, and you get this. Like, are you passing? Yes. Cool. S. You got like a D in.
That's a mess.
School systems are weird, man. Like,
That is very true. You
I'm
know
just
what?
glad they switched from the half credit system.
You know what?
Because we had half credits in high school.
The hell is a half credit?
The dumbest shit on earth. But it saved me my senior year. Half credits, like, you know, you take a class in high school, it's going to give you that one credit, that one class, right?
Yeah.
Each semester was half a credit.
Oh, I know
So
what
you
you're
could
talking
easily pass. You could easily fail. Like, yeah, you passed the first semester, but you failed the second semester, you only get half a credit for that class.
about. I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
It was
We didn't have that, but some of the freaking teachers basically treated it that way. Some of the teachers treated it that way. Because I remember there was some kids who failed first semester, and they were like, you're not going to be able to go on to the next grade because you've already failed the first semester. You're basically going to have to go back and like redo everything that you just did in the spring and then still go to summer classes.
Yeah.
And I was just like, that's stupid. But then we still also had like what was it called? The ACTs?
Yeah.
No, not the ACTs. It was like the CRC. It was like CRCT, but it was for like
ELCG.
yes.
We had slows.
We also had SLOs.
Those were the dumbest things.
SLOs, student learning objectives.
Yep.
And they were like, y'all ready for the SLOs? calling us slow?
Yep. And the first year it came out in Houston County, the HOCO graduating class, they had like 300 something people that were supposed to graduate that year. And they were saying that that was the graduating test.
The slows?
Yes, they said that that was going to be the graduating test. Only 114 passed.
Damn.
So parents went up to the Board of Education
I would
and
have
was
to.
like, fuck no.
Yeah, nah.
Y'all introduced this on the very last tail end.
No.
Fuck no.
That's something you introduce at the beginning of a school year.
That is, or if you're going to introduce it, wait till whatever the graduating class is gone and say, hey,
Next
now
year.
that we're getting ready for the next school year, we want to let you know that next year we'll be having a new testing system.
Or when they first come to school, like, hey, I know last year we had ELCT. This year we're starting something new. Cause then we have pre-slows and post-slows.
Yep.
What the fuck?
Yep.
So pre-slow
Was to see
pre-test.
where you were.
Post-slow to see where you ended up.
Yep.
It's like progress.
Yeah.
So if you started and you made like a 70 on the pre-slow, if you don't get at least a 70 on that post-slow, they're looking at you and they're looking at the teacher.
Yep.
Because like, why the hell the child ain't improved? What did they learn this year? Nothing?
Yep.
All right, that's on the teacher.
Yep.
But they don't do slows anymore. Slows got changed to milestones.
Yep.
I did hear about the milestone. I think
Yeah,
that's
there used to be the slows.
what they need to do. Is just, and I've said it so
Bring
many
back
times.
the CRCT.
I've said
Bring it
this so
back.
many times on this podcast. They need to get rid of the No Child Left Behind. They need to leave some of these children behind.
Leave them behind.
Surely leave them behind.
Leave them in the garage.
We're gonna get into
At least leave one of us.
We're gonna get into our first section in a moment, but but all of the conversation about like education and the testing, it reminded me of a TikTok that I saw yesterday, where this guy said, "Y'all worried about dating in y'all's financial bracket? Y'all need to be dating in your educational bracket." And when I heard that, I went, I can't even argue that. Because, they got these people that read at a second grade school level, and they want to try to tell you that, oh God, they've got just bad opinions on stuff. And it's like, if you just read a little bit more, you would know that that's wrong.
75% of Americans only have a 5th grade degree.
I know that, and I hate that so badly for them.
See, and that's why when back in the dating world, I didn't have like, oh, you need to make this much money. Like, no. I got an education requirement.
Yeah.
I got a bachelor's degree. You better have a bachelor's degree.
I can't date no dumb nigga.
I'm not dating that dummy.
It's just like,
And I did it.
and it's like, and for me,
My kids will put degree for both parents.
And for my thing, I'll say I don't necessarily need a bachelor. But don't say, oh, I never graduated high school. Oh, I didn't do any like secondary education. Because the thing is, I don't need you to have a bachelor's degree. If you show me that you went to like a technical school or that you got like a trade school that you're working, because y'all shaking y'all's head. Y'all shaking y'all's head. There are people right now that went through technical college that are making 2 and 3 times more than what we're making right now.
And they still have some form of a degree.
Exactly.
hate
Having
that.
degree certification, that's a
No.
type of degree.
Yeah, certification is that schooling. I classify that as
But
a
that's
degree.
what I'm saying though. It's like you have to at least have that. I'm not
Yeah.
saying like, oh, you gotta have a bachelor's.
Yeah, no.
But like you at least have to have like
Some type of education.
something.
I'm sorry.
Cause it I say this because I've seen it happen. Got these women and these men out here who they got bachelors, some of them even got extra certification. They decide they want to go out with their buddy. They meet somebody, and that person
It's
only
dumb
has
in
like
the
a
bad
high
routes.
school. Yeah, but they only got like a high school degree, like a high school diploma level of education. But they want to take them home, try to build a life with them. No, my guy. No, my lady. Like, no. That's why you having problems right now, because all of these people that you trying to talk to, their education, they couldn't sound out the cat in the
I'd
hat.
scream. I would scream.
I'll make fun of you because you're stupid.
I'm telling you, if I had to go back into the dating scene, so glad I don't have to. If I had to, hypothetically, I mean that. What I would start doing, I'd start bringing with me a half page, just like a half just a half page of like words on
Like
it.
a reading script.
Yeah. You're like, hey,
Reading comprehension test.
read this for me, please.
Like break down that third
It's
paragraph.
like, I need you to read this for me, and then once you get done, turn it over. I need you to answer them 5 questions for me.
If you fail, you don't get my number.
Like, literally, like, if you fail, you're not going to get my number. I'm
Right,
sorry.
we now holler, you have 5 minutes, your test starts now. They sit at the bar.
Like, you got 5 minutes to read it. You got 5 minutes to read it, then you're going to have 5 minutes to answer them questions.
I would really cry if I saw somebody sitting at the bar trying to do a fucking test. Imagine them, they're like, shit, no cheating.
The mental break and they just have a mental breakdown.
Look, they had the fucking bar crying. And they couldn't get through the fucking paragraph.
The bartender's like, are you good? Hey, she's taking a test.
She taking a test. Let her have it. She can get a drink in a minute. Hold on. In fact, she got 2 minutes left to finish reading.
Not act quiet. He's working on this quadratic equation right now.
He's taking his math test. It is his final. Don't interrupt him. You want one too? I got more in the car. I got extra pencils.
We taking the ITBS test now.
Let me go in the car and get this little foldable folder barriers they had on the desk.
Here's your Scantron.
Oh my goodness, no!
Make sure you use a pencil and not pen. It won't read it.
I'm sitting here with my red pen just waiting on you to finish. Like, come on.
I am so triggered because of the make sure you use a pencil. Ooh.
Today we're using the green Scantron.
Oh God. Oh.
Yesterday you used the blue. Today we're using green.
Now get the bubble packet.
Oh my god.
100 questions. Here's your booklet. Here's your booklet that goes with it. You're not writing the booklet?
Here's some extra scratch paper if you need.
Oh my
Do not
God.
throw it away.
I'll even get some peppermint for brain food.
Ooh, the do not throw it away. Put it on top of the booklet.
Yes.
Ooh.
Do not skip to the next part until after the break. That. Do not turn to the page.
Once you get to that page that says stop, stop.
Oh my gosh.
If I see you going past the stop sign, I'm taking your test.
Oh my
That's a
God.
fucking full ass stop sign. Okay.
Did we get traumatized by the American education
And you know when somebody else at that big ass stop sign, you look over just gray. It's like, damn.
Cause you just see, look, don't even be trying to cheat. You just happen to look up and you just see it.
This page was intentionally left blank.
That exact wording.
But then, look. But then you start to freak out because you're just like, God damn, how many people are already finished?
You sound
Start
You
looking
have
around.
10 minutes left and you still have 4 pages.
Hey, at that point,
hey, did they give y'all little cups of water?
Sometimes,
Yeah.
They gave us 2 peppermints and a cup of water.
Yep.
ooh,
Yep.
yes.
Unwrap the peppermint before the test starts. Leave it on the wrapper. Because if I hear wrappers go
Yep.
up during the test, I'm taking it.
Yep.
We were all traumatized by the American education system.
Whew.
And
So,
we're talking about an all American education system, not even the
They
new
don't even
one.
do this new
They
shit
don't
no
do
more.
this
they're
shit.
doing the new shit now, bro. Oh
The
my
folks
God.
watching like peppermints,
Peppermint.
stop sign. Y'all ain't have it online?
No, hell.
Hell no. I put my name on the front of my booklet. I
Oh.
gave it back, and they gave it back the next day.
I remember one year for the CRCT, they had so much wrong on my test booklet and my answer sheet. Like, they spelled my name wrong. They got my ethnicity wrong. They said that I was a Hispanic white girl.
Damn.
My fucking ID number was wrong.
They said that was you. They gave you a
And
whole.
I just raised my hand. I said, mine is wrong.
They gave you a whole new identity.
And they were like, what do you mean? And I still remember that fucking number.
Damn.
7737-43793.
If that's
Jesus.
you, if that's you,
Jesus.
But I still remember that fucking number. I remember my lunch number.
I remember my lunch number.
I remember my lunch number, but I'm not gonna say it because
They have dropped
I
no,
still
they,
use it.
they recycle lunch numbers. So another kid has
Probably.
used your lunch number since you've been out of
Yep.
school.
Dang, that's crazy.
Let me
Well, I mean,
know
it's been
if
a
you-
decade. It's
Let
been
me
a
know
decade.
if you were lunch number 85674.
Let me know for 53660.
That's crazy.
What's your lunch number?
I ain't gonna say it.
Someone is not sharing with the class. Teacher!
Not you as
You
the
didn't bring it up for the
snitch.
class.
Not you the snitch in the class. You
You're
damn
not
right.
sharing.
Me and my bag of Takis gonna sit right the fuck over here.
Talkies. We
Yeah.
were not allowed to have talkies.
So I remember, I want to say it was my 11th grade year was when they actually banned them. Because we had Takis. I remember we had like, bro, I remember in junior high school, literally it got so crazy to the point of like people would bring like the Mexican candy. It was like, it was like pineapple flavored, I think, on the inside, but it had like the seasoning on the outside. And it was like the tahini on the outside, yeah. And I remember there would be guys that would literally go to the store, like they'd ask their mom and take them to the fucking Mexican store to buy it, and like would literally buy like the big ass bags of them, come to school and sell them for 50 cents each. Literally, we had to have the principal and like the assistant superintendent come to the school and be like, what y'all are doing is illegal, so we're gonna need y'all to stop. We're not gonna call anybody out by name. You know who you are. Stop it.
They did the same thing with us and those little lanyard things.
Oh,
that you
yeah,
made with
no.
the 4 strings.
Oh, yeah.
I was selling them shits.
I know. I believe it.
I used to love them. Them was so much fun.
Everybody would come to me and be like, Gabby, can you start it?
It's always, can you start it?
It's always can you start it.
I couldn't start for shit, but I could get.
I was making shapes.
Class.
I could make hearts and flowers and shit.
No, you was the plug.
Oh, she was the whole plug.
You was the plug.
I remember, so I guess our first section is just going to be education talk this
Reminiscing.
week. Education talk this week is going to be, but I remember, do y'all remember, oh God, I don't know if they were actively labeled as sex bracelets.
Yes, the silly bands.
No, not the silly band, but they were
The
like,
circle one, the plastic one.
yeah, they were just like a plastic circle.
Yes.
And it was like they had them in different colors, like red, blue, green, black, white, purple. There was a bunch of different colors. But the thing is that like if you had them, it was what you would be willing to do.
Yes.
And if you let somebody break it, that
You
means
had to
you
go
would
do
do it with them.
Yes.
What?
Hold
Yes.
on, I'm pulling up a picture.
Yes.
Hold on.
What were y'all doing down here? That shit. We had fucking silly bands. And
Yes.
slap bracelets.
No,
That's it.
we had silly. They had banned the silly bands, but
They had to ban the slap bracelets.
They didn't ban silly bands for us just because nobody got too crazy with it. I remember I had a friend that had some that went from her wrist all the way up to like halfway up her
You be the
forearm.
craziest folks. Wait, why the hell you got 20 goddamn silly bands on your arm?
Boy, what?
Take them shits off.
I remember at most, I think I had like 4 or 5. I think I had a giraffe, a car, a star. I want to say a skull.
They look
and
like these.
one other one. I don't
They're
remember.
real skinny. This one with the arm.
With the arm.
Yes, but they weren't always as thick as that.
Yeah,
They were-
a lot of them
they
were real
ranged.
skinny.
Yeah.
I remember those, but we didn't have a name for them.
We had a name for
People
them.
would wear them, but I didn't.
No.
Those are different. Okay, go off. You know.
I remember one girl gave me her black one. And then as soon as I put it on, she like snatched it and I went, what'd you do that for? And that's how I found out what they were for.
What was it for y'all? For
Black?
Yeah.
Oh God, I think it was just doing it in the dark.
Oh wow, ours was different. Ours was dark.
Oh God, what was?
Death by sex.
We got death by Snoop.
That was ours.
What?
That was ours. Yeah, I remember that.
Jesus Christ!
Y'all ain't have shit else to do down here. I'm guessing y'all ain't got shit else to do.
You know there ain't shit here to do.
Jesus Christ!
Y'all was wilding down. Y'all was wilding. We would never. We were.
Yep. And so after a while, it got to the teachers
It never.
of what it was, so they banned it.
It never got. I don't think it ever got back to our teachers. Either that or it wasn't big enough. Like everybody in the school wasn't participating. It was like just little specific pockets of people were doing it.
It
Okay.
got that bad that they had to ban them.
The only thing they had a ban for in middle school was slap ass Fridays.
What the fuck?
I need you to explain I'm gonna need you to. First off, I'm gonna need a healthy swing.
Y'all had the little bands. We had slap ass Fridays.
What the fuck was slap ass Friday?
It's self-explanatory. What does that mean? It's slap ass Fridays.
No.
Fridays.
No.
Slap ass Fridays. On Fridays, go to the house with your friend. Bah! That's slap ass Fridays. Anybody get it?
What
Guys
kind
get
of
it, girls
country?
get it.
What kind of country bumpkin shit were y'all engaging in?
Slapping ass. We slapping ass. No, but then the guys, they made it not fun.
Of course.
Because then they twisted and like, oh, it's Grab Titty Tuesday. I said, the fuck it's not. We did that immediately. But Slap Ass Friday, they wouldn't go for a little bit. Everybody was getting that ass slapped. By everybody. You walk out all your, you're like, damn, somebody got caught. That's it.
I remember, I would say it was 9th grade. There was a thing that was going around. All the guys, literally, just would in between classes, would literally just randomly scream out in the hallway, "Hey, girl, let me lick your butt."
Ugh.
They would just randomly just scream that. Would never actually say it to a like actual girl, but like would just randomly scream that, and it would set off such a chain of events because when one guy did it, another guy would do it, then another, and it would just. After a while, it would literally be like, "Hey, girl, let me lick your butt. Hey, girl, let me lick. Hey, girl, hey, girl, hey, girl."
That sounds terrible. It sounds like hell.
It was funny because of the fact that they never knew who did it, like who started it. So it would just be the teachers in the hallway being like, "Brandon, stop it! Tyler, stop!"
Did anybody else at y'all school did? Not at your school. Don't even look at me. I know I'm not talking
God damn.
No. They didn't have none of this. This school would not have had any of this.
That's tragic.
Did y'all do nut checks?
Do what?
Nut check.
Yes.
It wasn't called nut check, it was called cup check, but
No, we did nut check. Our nut check was fucking violent as hell. Because you just stand by nut check. Bah!
Yup.
Right.
Yup. Violent.
Back of your fist.
Yup. Yup.
y'all some heathen. That's what I'm hearing.
The amount of times you just nut check and guys just wait on nigga.
Just double over.
Move your hands. And just punch like hell.
Like, move your hand before I do it more.
I'm gonna get both of them. Move your hand.
I'm gonna get a pencil. We had somebody that did that.
Fucking stabbed him in the nuts.
They used the eraser part.
That's even worse.
Nut check is nut check. We just, that's it.
Oh, that's terrible. Oh, that's
The guys won that too.
I'm sure they did.
Tit check. Like, you don't have to check. You can see them. Like, we can't.
They never did that. They were just.
Because our guys are fucking stupid and weirdos. But no, nut check, I think nut check was more fun than Slap Ass Fridays. It was more fun.
Anyways.
Especially your guy friends.
That's not what it
Catch them, they think they trust you. Nah. I'm coming for that ass at lunch. Ooh. I remember one person got caught on Slap Ass Friday in the lunch line. They dropped their tray.
No! I'm fighting. I'm fighting.
I
You can't fight. You can't fight on Slap Ass Friday, nigga. You just got caught slacking.
No, while I have my food in my hand, I'm beating you with the tray.
You got caught slacking.
And at my school,
Yeah.
I think we started out with metal trays, and then they did plastic trays.
No, we had paper. The white paper tray.
Oh, we
didn't
had
do those.
we had
White
red
trays.
and black plastic trays.
I want to say we
white
didn't get
plastic.
them until, I want to say probably my senior year, 11th grade year, we finally got the plastic ones. But up before that, boy, we had them hard plastic ones. We had them fucking hard plastic. Like,
We
them
had
bitches
a
didn't
few
break.
of them, but after a while, they got rid of them. Like, oh, we don't have none. So they were always, like, how you were always, they never got trays. So we always had a white plastic tray.
You know,
No, they would make you,
Wow.
like, if you threw the tray away, they would make you go in the trash can and get it.
Yep, I remember.
No,
that.
they had people to go in there and get the trays.
They
If
made
they-
you do it.
They had a janitor that would
No.
stand there and watch. So they just,
I remember they did that for our ISS students. The ISS kid had to be the one that would like walk around with the trash can.
y'all
And
had
so they were
folks
like,
walking around with your trash can?
they were like walking around with the trash cans, like dump your trash here. Hey, no, you can't put that in there. That's a plastic tray here. So they would like go in and grab it, and
That
then
is
they had our ISS
illegal.
students. I remember that they had our ISS students working with the cafeteria workers.
That's crazy, but kind of funny as hell.
That's what you get being bad.
Alright, nah, but y'all, the fact that y'all have folks walking around with the trash cans. The trash cans were at certain spots.
Yep.
You go, throw your trash, go to class.
That's how it was for us.
That's crazy. We had a whole reminiscent time of ourselves, school days. Weird.
I'm looking forward.
Nah,
Traumatized by it.
Like, same lunch topic, a little slightly different. I remember there was this girl. Her name was Wolfie.
Cap, stop. Stop right now. No, it wasn't.
Yes.
No.
That, I don't know. I don't remember what her actual name was.
Okay, because I'm about to say there's no way in hell.
I don't remember
what
what her. Everybody just called her Wolfie.
Okay.
Her and her girlfriend got into it at lunch. Wolfie choke slammed the fuck out of her on the brick wall.
Damn.
And had her by her neck.
Wolfie, no.
Yes. And everybody was like, hey, yo, Wolfie wildin'.
Down. Bad girl, down.
Bro, Wolfie was something different. Like, and she always had 2 or 3 different of those, like, foxtail keychain things.
There was a girl like that in middle school.
Oh no, she was one of them.
That's probably why they called her as Wolfie.
Yeah. No, that bitch would growl at niggas.
We had one too. She was white.
She was white too.
She had the tail. She wore wolf shirts and she would growl at.
Wolf shirt.
Was it the same girl?
Red and black jacket. Red and black hat turned around.
Oh my.
Back
Oh
Hell
no.
Yes.
Yes. Fucking bites.
Had like fucking, you know, those thick ass spike bracelets and studded bracelets. Yes.
Wolfie bites people.
Yeah. Yeah, she did.
See?
She did.
Bites. Wolfie, where are you now?
I have no idea.
She works in HR.
Wolfie, if you see this girl, what the hell was happening that day?
You know what? If Wolfie actually ends up working, if Wolfie actually ends up working in like HR, that shit would be funny. Speaking of, hold on, I actually did see a TikTok of a retired military serviceman who had been like 30 years deep. When he retired, he posted a picture of himself in one of those dog masks. And he came out as a furry as he announced his retirement.
That's crazy.
And the thing about it, the reason they kind of quote unquote not outed him, but like he was doing a podcast because the podcast I guess was at the convention and he was the guest. And so they asked him like, well, what do you do? And he was like, oh, I'm retired military. I've been in for 30 years. And so they asked him, they were like, do you happen to know the guy that retired? That like he retired and he announced he was a furry? And he went, "Roar."
And he got
And they were like, wait, no, that's you? And he was like, wait, no, that's you? And he was like, no.
responding with words.
And I was like, oh my goodness gracious. Because apparently when he announced it, there was a bunch of like Chinese and Russian bots in the comments replying, talking about like basically making fun of America, being like, oh, the American military is a bunch of furries. Which I looked in the comment section of that TikTok. Apparently there's a bunch of furries in the military.
I believe it.
There's a bunch of all the things I could believe. I just don't know why I didn't believe that furries were that deep in the military. I absolutely 100% believe that there are furries in the military, yes. But to think that it's so deep that that niche of a TikTok would pop up and I would go into the comment section and have a bunch of different people being like, oh yeah, there's a bunch of them. My husband's one of them. There's a bunch of them. Da 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 da. There's a bunch of them.
Your husband is a military furry.
I just thought of the dumbest shit.
Oh Lord.
They talked about they got that American bulldog in there.
Stop.
Imagine if they go overseas and there's still a furry overseas and they meet up with another furry who's actually the enemy. And they just meet at enemy lines. See me last night.
You didn't see nothing.
You didn't see shit. You want to see this?
Talking about some bork bork.
That's how they recognize each other. Bork roof. You. You're not making fun of furry.
We're not.
It's like, did y'all, that TikTok girl, she was a huge TikToker, she came out as a furry.
Which one?
It was a long time ago. They all remember a long time ago on TikTok. Is a girl, she had a lizard named Margot.
I think so.
Not really.
I think I know
And
exactly.
they came up with a whole song. Oh, her name is Margot, not whatever. Her name is Margot. She disappeared for a while, came back. She had like gained weight. She was like super depressed. She had a whole like mental. She went away for her mental health. Came back and now she was a furry. Everybody was like, yo, and she like lost followers for it.
Yep, I found her.
And I felt bad. I was like, dang. I felt bad. I was like, dang. And she was happy being a furry. She's like, I found like this is a community that accepts me and I love it. And I was like, oh, I'm sorry. And people are making fun of her for it. Imagine you finally find your community and people make fun of you for your community.
There's always a furry
Hold
or a
on.
horse girl.
Hold on.
So, I don't think I've ever met a horse girl.
I have.
Well, I met wolf girl, yes. Horse girl, no.
They're just as weird.
Oh my goodness. Help me out here. Oh my
We don't
goodness.
know what
It's
you're
still
doing.
going.
We don't know what you're doing.
Oh my goodness gracious.
I can't help you out. We don't know what you're doing.
She's listing all of her different fursuits. I'm up to 10. I'm up to 10. She had at least 10. I'm only halfway through the TikTok. That's 10, 11, 12, 13.
She got money. Verses are not cheap. They're very expensive.
Okay. Well, okay, technically 14, 15, 16.
Where are you
Jesus
keeping
Christ.
all those? Are they like high quality fursuits?
Yes.
Them just become
She
like
so
thousands of
so the
dollars.
thing is she's not showing like the full suit. She's just showing the heads. But even the heads are like the extensive ones that like the mouths move and like
Oh, she got money.
16, 17,
Furries are not poor.
18,
Furries are rich.
18.
Furries are rich.
Holy.
Just
Look.
yo. That's yo.
I ain't gonna lie.
I don't know. It's something about they all have kind of that same mask look, and it creeps me out.
So I'll be honest, I did not realize that furry. Wow, we are so deep into today's episode, and we have not even done a singular.
And it's like this is random episode.
Random.
This is just a random word.
I called the episode 2 weeks ago utter nonsense. This one is utter nonsense.
Part 2.
Part two already. I didn't realize just how like serious and how deep the furry community went until I saw the intersection of like furry and video gaming, because there is a huge section, and it was done because I want to say it was Super Smash Brothers. I can't remember what game it was, but he won like the world championship. But the whole time he was in a fursuit. Literally the entire time he was in the tournament. And his whole thing was like, I don't want to be. And part of it was he did it because he didn't want his like face to be out there, but he was like, I just don't want people to know who I really am. So
I know a furry.
the persona,
Smash Bros. Tournament.
the persona is what basically did it. And like you streamed, now I don't remember the name. I really don't remember the name. I
Was
feel
it
bad.
still streaming the person?
Huh?
So they streaming the person?
Yeah.
That's go off.
There-
Ever seen a furry in real life?
There are plenty of people that do. For me, my whole thing is like, if I was that serious about not wanting my face out there, I wouldn't do a fursuit. I would just do like the VTuber thing. I would do the VTuber thing.
Just get a big ass wig like Sia,
Yeah.
like how she does.
Oh God.
Yeah, furries are huge. They're ginormous in real life. I'm talking at least 7 feet tall.
Oh yeah, dude. Fursuits are.
I remember I went to
Well, they can.
Atlanta Pride a couple years ago,
Yeah.
and a friend of mine took pictures with 2 furries. And I said, "Damn, that bitch is tall."
They can be.
Hell.
There were two a couple years back when I went to the Ranger convention
Mhm.
that I was telling y'all about. There was there was a couple. There was a guy and a girl. And they were dressed up. They actually were, funny enough, they were still wearing Power Rangers outfit, like they were wearing like Power Rangers regalia.
Over the first.
Yeah.
You know they musty as hell.
I'm doing the same. How do you
I can
travel?
imagine.
How do you
I can-
travel with fursuits? Makes me think about.
Oh, you have to have, from literally the research I've done, because I've been curious. I'm like, bro, I'm curious because it makes me curious because of like, you see it and it's like, dang, how do you do this? They have like these huge ass like trunks.
Yeah.
Like they have like trunks that they do this
But
shit
imagine
with.
that shit like TSA and they just see like eyes. They're like, what the fuck? Hold up, come back. Because you're about to get screened. You've been approved for initial screening. What the hell is this?
This is my outfit.
Speaking of screening, completely changing topics.
Okay,
Did
completely changing
y'all
topic.
hear that in Clayton County, there was a huge, one of the biggest drug busts in Atlanta history?
I did.
Because they found a ton of meth, like literally an actual ton of
Yes.
meth inside celery.
Yes, I
Jesus
did.
Christ.
It was a celery. It was like a celery production farm or something like that.
I thought it was a farmer's market.
Something, yes.
A farmer's market.
But like it led back. I want to say like it led back to the farm.
I was like, that's... What
Something
made you
like
think look in the celery? How you put it in the celery?
Well, a celery stalk is like this.
But still, there's middle celery.
Celery is concave, baby. Just line that shit up in there, just like how you would put peanut butter. Look,
Oh my lord.
And the fact
man,
that they had a ton of it.
you gotta think creatively. Cause that's what the drug dealers be doing. Thinking creatively. Everybody's so creative.
Whatever happened to that lady? I don't see her on my For You page no more.
She probably just fell off because she didn't want to deal with the bullshit. And from what I've seen, being a TikToker, like a full-time TikToker, it's a lot of work. And it's a lot of work that can't justify the amount of money that you get. Like because the truth of TikToking is the place where you get the majority of your money is live streams. Because when people donate stuff to you. Why do you think the fucking Miles Morales NPC guy is still doing it? It's because that's where he makes his money from. With no hate to him, no hate. I'm gonna say this as truthfully as I can. Bro, you need to call a spade and just chill out. Like, go get a job, dude. I'm sorry.
He got a job.
It's because I see all these videos where they're just like, oh, Miles Morales crashed out on his live stream because they kept donating universes, so he had to keep jumping off the stairs and da 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 da. And I'm just like,
I think I saw one where somebody sent like 60-something galaxies
exactly
back to back.
And it's like, bro, if you're gonna crash out because they're gonna do that to you,
It's not worth it.
like at that point, you need to just call a spade and be like, you know what, I'm done with it.
Right.
I understand the money might be pretty decent. I don't even know how much galaxies are worth. They're a couple dollars at least.
But still, they stack up.
They do. Because I think roses are like $1. And then
So
like
galaxies
are,
like 20-ish.
which that's something else I don't understand. These people who be on Twitch and they like donate like 100 subscribers, and you're just like,
the galaxy gift costs about 1,000 coins, which costs about $13.50.
damn.
You said 66 of them.
So it's like 60 times 13.50.
I
That's
got the math. Hold on. 60 times 13.50. God damn.
$810
You spent $810 on that.
to make this man crash out. To make this man crash the fuck out.
But it says, remember though, the creator is not getting that full amount.
Okay, let's say you get half. That's still like $405.
I wouldn't even say half. You get like $10 off of it. I'd say for every $13.50, they probably get 10.
But even still.
So he probably crashing out about 7.
600, 700.
Yeah.
Like
So either way, you making.
he's making good money.
Yeah,
And
that's
did you do that in
that's
one
my
stream?
paycheck. Shit. They just made in a one day.
Like that's why I'm really trying to build to get the streaming thing off the ground, because it's like, damn, some of these guys really learned how to make it their full-time job. And like literally T-Pain himself said it. He was like, bro, I can be on a stream and let's say I do a deal with 7-Eleven, I get $100,000 to mention 7-Eleven once every like half hour. And be like, oh man, make sure you go by 7-Eleven and get you a slushie or whatever. Or even, man, I really want to go and get a 7-Eleven slushie right now because I missed their flavor. He's done it. And in the span of like 4 hours, he's made, and I think 100,000 is being exaggerating, but like he himself had talked about
I'm
how
about to
like,
say, my brother, because I was hanging out with him the other week, he said he made his entire rent money in 4 hours. From 1 gig. 1 gig, 4 hours, made his entire rent for the month.
what's he doing?
He DJ.
He's a what?
DJ.
Wow.
He's a line DJ.
Nice.
Mm-hmm. But when he said he made his whole rent in 4 hours, I said, Then he told me how much. I said, damn, nigga. That's you break out like a motherfucker. But hey, they paid for him.
Yeah.
They paid for him. He went out there, he did his thing, got his rent money. That nigga technically don't gotta work the rest of the damn month because he done made his shit.
Yeah.
He only worked 2 days out the week. He worked 2 days out the week. That's it. He don't even have to work them 2 days if he don't want to.
Must be nice.
Must be.
I
Nigga
wish.
he lived deep in Atlanta too. And nah. Yeah, he deep in that bitch.
I wish.
I'm like, brother,
Right?
help me. Help your sister. Help
Help
me,
me, big brother.
please. Literally, help me, big brother. He's like, what y'all want for Christmas? Already. Everybody dropping in. He's like, alright, I got you. Like, nigga, what?
I wish.
He's
I
like,
wish.
get you some financially stable friends. More financially stable friends.
Trying to tell you.
Give me a sugar auntie.
That.
Listen, man.
Let me get something.
I hate it. I hate it so very
Sugar
much.
unk. Give me a Splenda friend.
Nah, 'cause this one over here talking about some, oh, well, if they're giving you money, what is it? I was just like, so you really over here want me to knock the dust off it?
Depends on how much.
50,000.
What, like
For
per
one
meetup? Per meetup? Or?
Yes.
Sure. I think that's sad. That's a salary.
You only gotta meet them twice a month. One at the beginning of the month, one at the end.
Okay, that's fair. Or the first and the 15th.
Yes.
They're your paycheck.
There you go.
And you would be okay with that?
Hell fucking yes.
For $50 meetup?
Yes.
That's $100 a month. You know how much after the year's up? That's over $1 million. For 24 dust knocks. Tell me that's not a good deal.
Maximum 1 hour.
That's even better. Max an hour.
What, per session?
Yes.
You only got work.
Shut your, why you over there laughing? You know what? You know what the fuck?
He sees the value of the deal. He sees the value of this deal. He knows what it is.
Better pop a honey packet or something.
We are money moves.
Do y'all understand why I said earlier that I was preemptively talking about how,
Listen,
now y'all understand.
we are just laying out a financially smart decision. That's it.
You know what? Fine. Since we're doing this, I'm gonna lean into the curb then.
Man,
If you out there and you're a sugar mama, sugar auntie, and you willing to offer something for me to come shake the bed frame a little bit,
knock some boots.
knock some boots, somebody
Make
maybe
a little
knocking
whoopee.
boots. Exactly. Over there knocking ankles loose. And you willing to offer
Basically,
something
like fixing
to knock some ankles loose on the 1st and the 15th?
Right, you want a little back breakage.
Clearly.
Little back breakage ain't never hurt nobody.
Little
They
couch moment.
They might like you, want to put you on payroll.
Exactly.
Then it's just the one person, 1st and the 15th.
Just get tested.
That's it. That's it.
I don't know.
That is
peace.
money.
I would do it for you.
I don't know peace. I wouldn't ask you to do it for me. What are you
You just want to be poor?
You gotta look at the bigger picture here.
Jesus
Look at what's
Christ.
better. Look at what's good for the relationship. Think about y'all marriage. Think about what you could do with 50,000 a powwow.
I'm content where we at right now.
But
because
you
I
could
know
be
that it's
Elated, be content in a mansion.
with a jet ski. You could have your own fucking wrestling ring in the backyard.
Exactly. And I can have my little she shed.
You could have whatever you wanted.
We have an elevator in our house.
You can make your own fucking wrestling.
They don't want me to know peace.
We're trying to help you know peace by making you fight. One less thing to worry about. Money.
You said that like we worry about money now.
We not, but you know, it would be nice to have
You could be
disposable income.
Who
I
makes
guess.
disposable income? Especially that much.
We can get your Jeep.
How dare you throw the Jeep in my
You gotta get it with the Jeep.
How dare you throw the Jeep in my thing?
And then I can get a matching Jeep. And then we can just
Matching Jeeps.
be just me.
How dare you throw the Jeep? But
Y'all
to give some context, I've been talking about getting a Jeep now for the past like year.
Damn.
I've said that when I hit either 150 or 200,000 miles on my current car, that I was going to take it and trade it in to help use as a down payment for a Jeep. Ma'am!
Listen, my friend just got rid of her Jeep.
It's tragic.
I'll be on the lookout for a Jeep and let you know.
Nah, that's gonna be, cause I ain't gonna cap. That's gonna be my that's my dream is to have a soft top Jeep. I can take the top off, take the doors off, just ride and be happy.
And that's all you have to do to Sugar Mama Loretta. Take the doors off. Take the doors off.
Ooh, Loretta?
Leave Loretta alone. She's trying to help you. She's gonna help you put a down payment and buy the house of your dreams.
Miss Loretta.
You ready for the rest of the tour?
Can she at least be like Miss Parker or something?
No,
Yeah.
she's Miss Loretta.
Ugh.
You want Miss Miriam?
If her last name Parker, I can
No.
call her Miss Parker.
Put a little spin around the block.
I don't know peace. I never
You
know
want Miss
peace.
Bethel? Bethel is gonna be so nice to you. Bethel is one of them old ladies that have soft candies in her purse.
Yes, like the strawberry soft candies.
And she got stale cookies on the fridge.
I don't need no old lady to give me those because I know where I can go find some of those.
But they're better from a grandma's purse.
Yeah.
And you know what else is better?
What?
When she give you that, and then they go put the stack on 50,000 right up under the little candy and serve it to you like that.
There you go, baby. Buy you some nice. See you in 2 weeks.
Or if you want to do something different, try Helga.
Hell
Or Bertha.
He's being mean.
Big Bertha.
Big Bertha. Good God.
That's the name of my dad's truck.
Mine too.
You know, I was having so much fun when you just didn't say anything.
Listen, Big Bertha is gonna pay you the big bucks.
You know what? I had this shit saved for a shot, but y'all just.
Big Bertha is gonna help you, man. You want a big house? Big Bertha's gonna
Like, we're not
help.
talking about like Rasputia.
Right.
Like, what you want to see my titties?
We talking about Big Bertha. Big Bertha is just a little on the tall side. That's it.
Climb your little tree.
Right. Be a little squirrel. Big Bertha is here to help. And Helga is there to watch.
You never know. She might throw in another couple hundred. Like,
Big Bertha got more money.
So,
Big
I'm gonna regret this, but when y'all say big, y'all mean y'all don't mean big wide. Y'all mean big tall.
She tall and she a little wide. She ain't wide, but she's just a little wide.
Like Big
So
Bertha.
she tall and thick.
yeah,
Not thick, but like good. She good thick.
yeah.
But
So
not,
tall and
like Amazonia women from
So-
Futurama thick. Not like that.
So, but I guess my next question is, does her waist come up to like my forehead?
No. It come out to your chin.
Yeah.
So my chin is about, or
My belly button.
my forehead is about her.
About belly button height. Yeah. You can look her in her belly button. That's how tall she is.
Yeah.
With or without high heels.
Without. With high heels, she towering about 9. About 9 feet.
Y'all mean.
Maybe I can.
You know what? I'm not even gonna continue that. We're dead in this right here. Lest I say something
You just being
that would get me in
at
trouble.
this point now.
No, lest I say something that's gonna get myself in trouble.
You don't want to be a mountain climber?
No, it's not that I wouldn't be. It's not that I wouldn't be. It's not that I wouldn't be. At all. 100%. That's part of why whenever I see Megan Thee Stallion in heels, I'm like, damn.
So you're gonna say it to Megan, but you're gonna be mean to Big Bertha?
No!
You won't be like a little spider monkey?
Right.
A little Twilight?
Just hang on the side. She has you in her purse. You are her little purse pooch.
You can just wave at the people.
Don't ever. No, he did that when we watched fucking. Have y'all ever seen the movie Terrifier?
Yeah.
We
I've
watched
seen bits and pieces.
We watched Terrifier this morning, and we were
Do that
dying
shit.
laughing.
Put
Good.
that shit in.
We
It's right in the chest too.
watch the Terrifier movies.
No.
They're
Is it the one with the clown?
Yeah.
The black and white?
I'm
Yeah.
telling you, that shit had me slick. I hate scary movies, but I was like dying at that shit this morning.
I've heard it was like hilarious.
It's just super gory. That's it.
I believe
It's not
it.
scary. It's
I
just
can do it.
gory.
I believe
Then
it.
watch the Terrifier, because I'm not even gonna lie.
Like, I watch this all
This
movies.
man,
I'm fine.
I'm talking to fucking clown was on a fucking like little kid bike, just riding around in circles, going around the corner. Like this man is riding around and then crashes that shit, and she's still scared as hell. Sis, take those. I'm gonna rant about Terrifier for 2 seconds. That shit pisses me off on everything. No, 2 girls go inside this fucking it's an abandoned ass building.
Right.
Because one girl had to use the bathroom. Going in there, I don't even know what kind of fucking, it's an old warehouse.
Yeah.
So she in there, other girls in the car.
Okay.
Apparently, I don't know what the fuck happens. The girl inside calls another friend to come pick her up. She's over the girl in the car. At this point, girl in the car is dead. Art the clown got her ass. She's inside, saw her in half. I'm talking, you hanging by your ankles. He went straight down the middle. He
Ooh.
ripped your underwear off, right down the middle. I'm not even joking. So she dead. The girl that went in the house is now dead. The friend that came to find her and pick her up, take her home, you're going everywhere but somewhere safe. You done went inside the building. Then you came outside the building. Then you went back on the other side of the building. You just keep going in and out the damn building instead of staying outside, getting back in your car and leaving. This dummy, I'm like, bitch, stay outside and run. She'll come outside, a door. Bitch, why the fuck would you go back inside the fucking building? You dummy bitch. And for some reason, more and more people keep showing up to this creepy ass building. There's an exterminator in the building. They're trying to tell him, get out, there's a clown. And then he goes somewhere. Clown kill him. There's a weird ass lady in the basement.
Cat lady.
There's a cat, her name is Cat Lady, in the basement. There's not even a fucking cat. There was no fucking cat.
No, it was a baby doll.
She had a baby doll named Emily that she swore up and down was alive.
That's fucked.
She ended up dying too. He cut her titties off.
Yeah, then they...
And then put them on. Yes, cut them off and then put them on.
It had a wig and everything.
Had a wig and he was walking around the abandoned building. The friend that got called, she's hiding in like one of the big ass metal filing cabinet supply closet shits. It's not locked. She's staring from a fucking peephole. Her eye is taking the whole peephole. He sees her through the peephole and laughs at her. Wow, with this lady's ripped off titties, wig on, he's like,
Oh my god.
I'll tell you, that movie was so stupid, I couldn't do nothing but laugh at it. Because the whole time, he's smiling. You think this
Oh
shit's
yeah, he
funny
does
as
do
hell.
the.
Literally, that's the part that killed me.
The fucking...
That, and that's in the first one.
Yeah.
That's me and my coworker.
It's that. And that's how he is the entire movie. He's smiling at shit. He's laughing. He kills one guy, and he is dying laughing. But the whole time, he don't talk. He does not talk. He don't make no noise when he's laughing. He's like basically kind of like a mime. He kills his one guy on the floor, and you know how when you laugh at something, you're just like, "Whew, oh my god." He was doing that. He's like,
That's tragic.
I said, he was dying at these people. He's dying laughing at these people. And I'm like, this should not be as funny as it is. I'm not even gonna lie, it should not be that funny. He hit one girl with the truck. Because she crawled into a building, but it was locked by chains. And she was at the other end. She walked back to where the door was. And all you see is him cranking up a truck and driving through the doors and running her ass over.
Damn.
But then he started eating her face.
I thought it was a cannibal clown.
She's the only one. I don't know why he started eating her face. He's not a cannibal. He just started eating her face.
That's crazy.
And honestly, some of the stuff he did was kind of funny. I'm not even gonna lie.
I believe it.
Like, why? He hit a man in the face with a hammer. No, because his whole thing, he has knives, bone saw, swords and shit. He's fighting this one girl. She like stabs him in the back with one of his knives. He's sitting there just like on the floor. And she's walking towards him. Mind you, he done already stabbed her. She was pissing me off too. He done stabbed her in the leg like 3 times. Bitch won't to fucking die. Eventually, she's walking towards him because she thinks she finally killed him. Nah, this nigga pulls out a gun after shoots in the fucking leg. I'm like, where did he get a gun from? Gun is not in his MO. He's knives, swords, bone saws. Where the fuck did he get a gun?
She said, you know what, this is just a special occasion.
But it was the fact, he pulled out that gun, shot her in the leg. Pulled it out more times, shot her like 2 more times, ran out of bullets, was like, and went back inside and reloaded that bitch and came back. He was so upset when he ran out of bullets. He only had like 3 of them. He was so upset when he ran out of bullets. Had to go back inside and find more. Just to come back and shoot her again.
That's crazy.
I said, he really stopped.
That's petty.
I think that was the one he didn't have fun with. He's like, see, this isn't even funny anymore. It was one he's like, I'm not even really funny. He's like,
Damn.
watch the movie. It's like,
Lord have mercy.
it's on Amazon Prime called The Terrifier. The third one's, I think it's either out or it's gonna come out soon.
Bet.
Damn.
Please watch it.
Maybe.
I can't. I was desensitized because you see Arbitron on fucking TikTok all the time.
Yeah.
And it makes it just not scary anymore.
That's fair.
Oh my god, that was.
Alright,
What are we even. What?
this whole
We've
episode,
done nothing, but
this whole
we've done
episode
so
has
much
just been
production.
so much of nothing. In fact, I think that's gonna be the day. This episode, so much of nothing. Or a whole bunch of
nothing.
a whole bunch of nothing.
And I love that.
A whole bunch of nothing. That's what this episode is probably gonna be. But there is something that was on the actual script for today's episode that I am going to talk about.
What are you gonna talk about?
The one that the original subject of my shit for a shot.
Yes. Let's talk about that. I'm
going to talk about Dr. Rachel Gunn because I refuse to use her. No, fuck her. You are not going to call her by her. No, you're not going to disrespect the rest of the breaking community and call her by that trashy. No. She sat up in them folks' faces and played. Oh my God.
No, y'all, do you know why though? Why she was able to do that?
Because the committee was stupid, and because they did a committee. So I've done a moderate amount of research about this. There were some people that were saying that her husband was on the committee that chose who went to the Olympics. That's actually not true. What happened was there was a dance committee that was trying to get the Olympics to include ballroom dance. They said no. So they were like, well, what other kind of dance can we do? Breakdance. But that committee was also like, well, we still don't really know how to judge for breakdancing. So they still held the qualifiers, all of that. Rachel Gunn somehow manages to get in. Then her husband is her coach.
She was able to get in because she helped form the committee. She
there
helped
we go.
form the fucking committee.
There we go.
That's why she was able to get her ass through and push herself through. Because she was on the fucking committee to help form it.
And can we also talk about the fact that she had a doctorate in this shit?
Yeah.
And I didn't read the whole thing because I'll be damned. But I read part of it. Because you can go online and find these fucking doctorate dissertations.
Yeah.
I went online and I found it. It is the absolute most white person trying to be something that they're not. Trying to put themselves in a community that they know nothing about. Trying to insert themselves into a community that they have no business being in that I've ever read, that I physically got angry while I was reading the paper. Because I was like, no, you did not sit here, play in these people's faces, spend all this time, all this money, wasting people's time and energy writing this paper. I'm ashamed of the people that gave you your degree. I really am.
I mean, she
Because-
wrote the paper, she defended it. What can we do?
I am ashamed of the people that gave her this doctorate because they are just as much to blame for her thinking that she could get up and get on the Olympic stage.
They're not to blame for that.
She didn't score not a single fucking
Not
point, and it's
one.
irritating.
But that's not the people who gave her the default. They did not tell her, go to the Olympics. They said, you know what? You're passionate about this topic. I'm going to give you a degree saying you're passionate about this. They
And
never
if they
said,
didn't do that-
go do it.
And if they didn't do that, she wouldn't have thought within herself.
I still feel like she would have.
Oh yeah.
She has the confidence, like, I'm going to do it.
Studio audience.
She knew she wasn't gonna win.
She knew
And
that. She went for attention.
And you know what really irritates me is after the fact. It's after the fact. She goes on Instagram and she talks about how much hate she's getting. Nobody's fucking hating on you. We are all telling you that you are bad. We are all telling you that you are trash at breakdancing. I am so embarrassed as someone who actually has tried to learn breakdancing, as someone who has actually tried to learn how to dance better, because I feel like I can dance all right, but I want to learn how to do better. As someone who actually has tried and wants to, I am embarrassed because you sat up there in them people's faces and you played. I watched so many of the other people who actually were breaking in the Olympics. And there were people who actually care about this. People that devote their lives to this. Your own opponent in the Olympics. Nobody's talking about her. And that irritates me to my spirit. Because it's like nobody's talking about her opponent. Her opponent actually did fucking good.
Because she made so much of a clown of herself. What else? How else can you ignore? You can't ignore that.
And
Like, she stole the spotlight for no reason.
she stole the spotlight being a piece of trash.
Yes.
And it sucks because it's like you got up there and you kangaroo hopped.
It was the kangaroo hop. It was the big comfy couch.
It was the creep for me.
That freaking
Doing the creep, that was it for me.
I'm telling you.
I
would have.
I saw her tryout video too, and I was just
bro,
like,
the
Jesus
tryout
Christ.
video irritated me too because I was like, bro, her opponent mopped the floor with her. What is this?
You know, that is the whole thing is a case of I can do this with enough confidence. I can get out there and do it. You did it. You didn't do it good, but you did it.
And what irritates me is that her husband was her coach. I
So he
saw some of her
sucks too.
husband. I saw some of her husband's video. He sucks too.
Yep.
Damn. How did he become the fucking coach? If
They
he
had
sucks.
nobody else. Which
They
is
wasn't gonna pay for somebody good.
facts. That's what I think part of it is. They weren't paying for nobody good.
I'm telling you, she was a ringleader. If she was on the committee, well, who should we have as instructor? I know a guy. She rigged that whole thing. I'm telling you she did. Rigged the whole thing just to have her 15 minutes of fame. And I guarantee that's going to go down in the 2024 yearbook.
Also,
It's her.
Also, I'm going to say this, and I'm going to speak to the entirety of Australia right now. Because I don't know if you've seen this, if y'all have seen this, where apparently Australia has been having this beef with America,
See, I told you.
with the Olympics.
Yeah.
With the Olympics, they've been having this beef because America, I want to say they counted total number of
Medals.
total number of medals. So they were saying that they were in the lead. Australia was like, they don't have that many gold medals, so they're actually not winning in the Olympic. Turned out we ended up winning first overall anyway with the amount of medal, the amount of gold,
Right.
both. We ended up doing
Australia had like 18 versus US who had like 40.
But Australia, I was going to let it slide when y'all ended up not even making top 3 in overall medals. Y'all didn't end up in top 3 overall gold medals. I was going to let it slide that y'all had this little beef. I was going to. But then Rachel Gunn happened. And I want y'all to know this. You as a continent, you as a country, you are not allowed. You're not allowed to say shit to any country about how they perform in the Olympics ever again. Whether they're inflating numbers, whether they're deflating numbers. You're not allowed to say shit anymore. Ever. In fact, y'all don't even need to try to come to the 2028 Olympics. Don't even show up, please. Because I promise you, as a citizen of America and as somebody who watches the Olympics and has fun watching the Olympics, I love watching them. I am going to diss you at every chance I get because of Rachel Gunn.
Damn.
And I promise you, I will be the biggest hater. I love Hugh Jackman. But as a whole, I'm going to be y'all's biggest hater. Because how dare y'all allow that to happen? How dare y'all? Look, there's plenty y'all can laugh at America for. There is. But we're not gonna get up there. When it comes to sports, we're not gonna get on the global stage and embarrass ourselves. And
Australia will.
exactly. And that's why I say Australia don't ever need to say shit to us or any other country ever again about how we performing.
They got fucking death-defying creatures. They don't need to say shit in a half.
Right.
Worry about your own safety.
Literally.
Don't worry about it.
Literally. Worry about them damn dinner plate ass size spiders y'all got.
Right.
Huh.
About literally anything else besides us.
I ain't gonna lie though, if I ever woke up in the middle of the night and I went into my kitchen or some shit, there was just a spider the size of a fucking dinner plate just on my wall, I'm burning the house down.
Yeah. I'm not getting nobody out. I'm getting out and I'm burning it down.
Yeah. I'm burning the house down. And I'm
burning.
calling you on the way as I'm leaving the house. Hey, so I just set the house on fire and not want to get out.
And
like,
you
why?
will save your wife.
It's just like, why?
That's some bullshit.
It's like, why? There was a spider on the wall. It was the size of a dinner plate. I burned it alive. It was burning. In fact, that's actually why the rest of the house is on fire. Because after it caught on fire, it ran around the house and it caught the curtains on fire, the couches on fire.
Not even gonna save your wife.
You wouldn't do that to me if you came. Shut the fuck. If you woke up and you came in here into the kitchen and you saw a dinner plate sized spider, you would not wake me up. You would burn that bitch alive and then you would run out of the house.
I would scream to alert you to come out of the house.
Do you really think I would hear that scream?
You right, because you will sleep the fuck out when you go to bed.
Damn. You don't want to.
I don't want to hear her say. She can't even say nothing about that because, especially the past like 2 or 3 weeks, she's been going to bed before me. She's been falling asleep before me. There have been so many times where I will literally come into the room. Not only is she snoring louder than the TV, but on top of that, when I try to be like, babe,
Shake her.
Don't wake me up out my sleep.
Oh yeah, no, that's the one thing. Like a gentle wake up is one thing, or like if she wakes up on her own accord, whatever. But to like shake her to wake her up, no.
Poke on forehead.
I thought about it. I thought about it.
He gonna poke my damn sleep mask.
Turn that bitch off. Turn that bitch off.
Cause I sleep with earplugs in and the sleep mask
You ain't
on
trying to
full
wake
volume.
You gotta wake up.
Exactly.
Hey, that's great.
And that's part of why I wouldn't go in
Cause
there.
somebody,
I don't want to hear that you snore loud as fuck too.
I can't sleep when you snore. You can go to sleep when I snore.
You see why I can't never know peace? You know what? I done changed my. If you out there and you willing to give me specifically some money, go ahead. Just drop.
So that you can get a sleep test.
I'm gonna get a sleep test either way. But
But you
still,
can
like I
get it
said,
sooner.
I want to drop me specifically some money. All my socials is in the.
He got Cash App.
Yeah, I ain't got Cash App. That's fine. They banned me. My shit got hacked. So the crazy part is, my shit got hacked, and when I tried to get it fixed, they were like, "You broke our terms and conditions." I was like, "How the fuck did I break the terms and conditions? I didn't even do nothing. My shit got hacked."
Your Cash App get hacked, bro.
It was back in like the early days of Cash App.
Okay.
This was back when like, God, I want to say this was late. When did I start training? Hold on. Because this was after I started wrestling training. I started training, I want to say in 2018.
Dang.
There's nothing to throw.
There's nothing to throw, and I'm so upset that there's nothing to throw. There's nothing to throw.
Yeah. Why would you do that? That's hard. That's not nice. That was a
You don't love me.
That was
I
a
do love
domestic
you
abuse.
very much, but you irritate me. I keep saying I don't know peace when these two are in here.
What do you mean?
I don't know peace.
We're providing nothing but peace and quiet.
I don't know peace. I don't even remember what I was saying. Because these two
I didn't even
fucked
do
up my-
nothing. You the one trying to throw a phone at your wife.
I would too.
Attempted assault.
Out of love, but I would.
You wouldn't even throw your own phone. That wasn't love. You tried to throw mine. Not even yours.
Because if I'm gonna throw it at her, I'm gonna at least inconvenience you at the same time.
Why would you do that? Throw your own phone. If I try to throw your phone at him, you'd be mad.
No, really. I'd be like, damn. I hate that you used my phone, but he deserved it.
Yeah, he did.
Like
I
that
can't
would
debate it, like-
that would literally be my response. To be like, damn, I hate that you used my phone, but at the same time, you know, he kind of deserved it.
Sometimes you do.
So-
Sometimes. Don't wow.
In a while, shut up.
In a
Because
while.
if you were at in any of my live streams, any of like the past like 2 live streams that I did where he's been involved, you know why he does.
You do.
I'm just an innocent
Lies. You're such a liar.
See,
He's a liar.
see, at least you know
He's a liar.
that's what we at least what we can agree
Don't
on.
make that face. Lie.
Lord,
Lying on
have
the
mercy.
Lord's day. Shame on
Not
you.
lying on the Lord's name. Oh Lord.
Shame.
But
God will get you.
I think we're gonna wrap up today's episode of the Nothing But Nonsense Part 2.
Yeah.
The what do we call it? Whole lot of nothing.
Yeah.
A whole lot of nothing.
This is accidental.
Episode 17 is a whole lot of nothing.
It wasn't supposed to be like this.
It really wasn't,
But
but
17 is it's a number.
it is a number.
It's a number to do this.
It's an odd number.
So you know.
It's also a prime number.
Hey.
That it is. That it is.
Anyway, we're going to wrap up today's episode.
Yeah.
If you've enjoyed today's episode, you can follow us on Twitter, on Instagram, where are we also on Facebook? We're also on Facebook. We're also on Reddit at Drunk Text Pod or on Reddit /Drunk Text Pod. All of those links will be down in the description. Miss Kristal, where can they find you?
They find me everywhere at Kristal Shan, KRISTALDESHANE. And where can they find you?
They can find me on Twitter, Instagram, Threads. I'm also on Threads.
Who is on Threads?
Yeah, on Threads. It's basically Instagram and Facebook's alternative to Twitter. It's basically their alternative to Twitter. I know. I don't use it as much as I should, but it's pretty cool. It's pretty fun. Yeah, you can follow me. You can follow me on all of those, and including TikTok. There it is, and TikTok at _YoungJB. That's at _YUNGJAYBEE. That's where you can follow me and all of those things. But yeah, with that being said, I do have one more thing that I have to read because I would be so upset with myself if I didn't read this thing because, you know, somebody might need it, and at the very least, it makes me feel better to know that I am putting this out there for people in the world to know. If you are a loved one and struggling with alcohol abuse, dial the National Drug and Alcohol Treatment Hotline at 1-800-662-4357. The National Drug and Alcohol Treatment Hotline provides information on alcohol and drug abuse, local treatment options, support through hotline counselors who are there to help speak with you about alcohol, drug, or family problems. Remember, we say it every week because we mean it every week. You are loved. You are appreciated. We are so glad that you joined us right here on this great couch. We will see you in the next episode, episode 18, which will be next week. We love you. We mean it. Bye-bye.